Miss Sonia King. All right, we're going to bring in our next comedian. We're just going to move down the list. We got Andy Matta.
Andy. There you go.
Everything with a big round of applause.
All right, it is good to be back here at Sanctuary. Man, you know, we had Thanksgiving a couple weeks back. We're, a week away from Christmas. A lot of eating going down, You know, they say adult peer pressures when you see your neighbor cutting their lawn, and you're like, man, I gotta cut my lawn too. I really should get on that. Well, if you live in a condo, you don't have to worry about that, but what I did have to worry about is I had to run a 5K earlier this summer. You know, my work, I love my job, work in IT and everything, and we have a great company and a good community we've built, and you know, there was a corporate 5K earlier here at Harbor Point, and basically my whole department signed up. I don't know why a bunch of computer nerds decided it was a good idea to run, but they did, and I said, yeah, I'm game, you know, I'm a team player, I'm here for it. And you know, a lot of people are always like, you know, if I shouldn't do something, God give me a sign. God just tell me, come to me, speak to me, I shouldn't do this. You know, this is not a good idea. But you have to listen when God tries to speak to you. It's like the old joke of like the guy in the flood. It's like, oh, I sent a boat, a guy in a, you know, a helicopter and all this thing. What happened? You know, they're waiting for some great divine intervention. And yeah, I didn't listen either. I signed up for the 5K. We're going to run, and you get like the runner's number and everything. And my number was 911.
Oh, shit.
True story. I still have the number at home, just in case anyone wants to call bullshit on me. But yeah, 911 was my number, and I was like, well, this just writes itself. I'm going to have fun with this, you know. Everybody's always worried, like something happens, you know, they're going to panic and freeze in an emergency situation. I got you covered. I got the emergency contact number right here on my chest. You can see that? We got this. We're going to get through this. You call those authorities, they'll come, they'll save me. You know, if somebody else falls out around me, I'm like, hey, who do I call? Right here, 911. They'll help you out. I got you covered, you know. Yeah, 5K was interesting. It was a great summer day. You know, it's sunny as fuck and everything here in lovely Norfolk, Virginia. You know, I used to see, like, you see people running marathons and everything in movies, and they get at checkpoints and they get that, like, little Dixie cup of water, and they're like, oh, yeah, that hits the spot. Yeah, I thought that was bullshit until I'm running this 5K, and, like, at the halfway point, coming around down Bush Street, I think it was, and they have the cup, and I get it, like, this is the best liquid hydration I've ever tasted on my lips. Oh, man. I'm energized for the next half of this thing. Until we got to the stop line, and I thought I was done. I was like, I see the clock, and I'm like, oh man, I'm making a great time despite being such a large fellow and everything. And then I was like, no, I still got another, I don't know, mile probably or something to get around the, you know, back of Dominion Tower. I'm like, motherfucker. You know, I'm a fan of the start-stop. Where I start, it's where I'm going to stop. I know how far I got to go. Like, you give me this extra length, I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. I just took the wind out of my sails, you know, so. Yeah, you know, some of you might have got suckered into one of those turkey trots. Don't do it next year. You earn those calories. You work your ass off all year. Busting your ass, maybe at home, maybe for your job, whatever it is. You earn those calories. You earn those drinks at the open bar at the Christmas party. You earn that extra side of potatoes at Christmas coming up next week. Don't go for one of those Santa runs or whatever the fuck they're going to do for you. Just enjoy the meal. And that's my time. I'm going to get out of here and let the next comic get up here. Y'all have a great night here at Sanctuary Taco Bar.
That was Andy Matta.